what's up guys, Matt here. Welcome to this week's episode of MATTtalks. I am so glad to be back. Hope you guys have not left in the time that it has taken me to film last episode to this episode. I've been super busy with work and church and life and being married and a dog and everything like that. I got a new job, as you may have known from the last episode. That's what we're going to talk about this week, my new job. So it is now December 5th. And I started my job in the middle of October. It was probably October, I don't know, maybe 15th when I started. So I went through a little bit of a training process where I did a lot of product knowledge and learning how to talk to customers and other things like that. But I knew pretty much how to talk to customers with my base at Office Depot and Chick-fil-A, and learning about that, I kind of all knew that already. The product knowledge was something new, but I took to that as I take to everything, pretty much. I learned it. It was hard to learn, but I know a little bit now. So there was some time where I did that training, and then I got out onto the floor, quote-unquote the floor, which is where customers are, and I can talk to them and maybe sell a car or two. So I was still in my desk in my office in the hallway at the time, which was when I was training and things like that. That was my desk in the hallway. I wasn't on the showroom floor just yet. But while I was at my desk in the hallway for the month of November, I sold 5.5 cars, which was awesome. I was so impressed, and it was so much fun. I had no idea I could sell that many cars in my first month, and it went by so quickly, and it was just so much fun. So I sold, my first car that I sold was a 2018 Ford Explorer, and it's a nice car. Man, this job, I get to see a lot of nice vehicles and things like that, and this was a nice car. These people were just on the lot one day as I was walking, and he stopped and turned around, and we talked, and then we kind of got some ideas. A week later, he came back, and they bought the car, and that was my first sale ever, and it was so much fun. The process of selling a car to me has gotten a little bit easier now that I kind of know what I'm doing and things like that. I'm sure it seems like it's a long time for the customers or anybody who doesn't really know what goes into selling a car, but it's fun. It's very fun. So I sold that Explorer, that was first, and then I sold an Escape, a new Escape. This time I was just sitting in the showroom because my desk wasn't in the showroom yet, but I was sitting in the showroom waiting for customers, and our receptionist said, new car salesman to the showroom. So I got up, walked over there, and the guy said, I need to look at a new Escape. So I was like, perfect. Went out, kind of drove a couple cars, kind of getting an idea of what he really wanted, and then we settled on one, and he came back the next day and bought it. Now I'm speeding up these processes because there was a long time when we were with each customer and really diving into the payments and the filing and then the finances and all of that. I'm really kind of shrinking it down just to kind of talk about my first month. But yeah. Next, I sold another Escape to a couple that came into the showroom. I was there. I was like, hey, how are you guys doing today? We talked, and then they said, we're not in the mood right now. We're not really it's not a good time. We're going to look at some other cars to see what we really like. So I was assuming it was going to be a month down the road by the time they came back, because that's what they told me. And then the next morning I walk out into the showroom, and they're right there. And they're like, we want to drive this car, and we want to buy it. Okay, that's fine. So we drive the car. They love it. They buy it. That's 3 cars. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I couldn't believe it. So those were 3 people that I didn't know, and it was really cool because I didn't know them. So my next sale was Andrew, a kid that goes to our church. That was pretty cool because somebody I knew, and I sold him a car, and I knew. But yeah, he was a fun sale because he came in looking for an SUV or a truck. He's really kind of a truck guy, an SUV guy. He liked one. He looked at one and liked what it looked like. He drove it. It was all right. But then we found a 2015 Ford Fusion titanium model, which titanium model in that year was remote start, push button ignition, heated and cooled seats, keyless access entry, all this awesome stuff that he really liked in the cargo space was perfect for him, and he loved it, and he bought it, which is cool because that's his first adult purchase, and it was just a really fun experience for both of us. And the next day after that, I was given a gentleman from one of our managers, and we sold him a car. My manager was like, show him this car, showed him that car. He didn't like it, so we found another car. He liked it, he bought it. It was crazy because it was like that. I sold Andrew's car Tuesday, and then this guy's car Wednesday, so that was pretty cool. The half sale, you might ask, how did you sell half a car? Is it the front half or the back half? The front door or the back door? No, it was, I split a deal with a gentleman because he couldn't be there that day. I did his paperwork, so we kind of did that. But yeah, the first month was a pretty good month. It took me, I think, about 4 days on the floor to sell my first car. So that was pretty cool, I think. But I could be wrong. I think it was 7 days. Maybe 9 days. I'm way wrong. Either way, I sold 5.5 cars in November for 2018. This is pretty cool. This month, it is the 5th. As I said, I think I've worked maybe 4 days this month and haven't sold a car yet. We've been pretty slow with the snow and the cold and the rain, and it's just not a very good time for people to buy cars since it's December, but hopefully I'll sell probably the same amount or more this month. I'm very excited. I love my job so far. So yeah, thanks for watching this week's episode of MATTtalks. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. I might talk about Sandy next.